On this episode, I'd like to introduce to everyone my very special recipe for breakfast, which is quite simple. This is poached eggs with bacon and Hollandaise sauce. First of all, we require 3 regular-sized eggs. 2 of the eggs will be poached and 1 will be used for the Hollandaise sauce. The next ingredient required would be the butter. We need a small scoop of butter for the sauce. We need bacon for this recipe. I prefer the bacon that has both fat and meat, so we can use the fat as an oil for cooking. We will use a big flat mushroom. I will make mushroom as a base for the egg and bacon. We'll also require half a lemon. Also 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. We will begin to heat the pan and therefore we'll start to melt the bacon. As I mentioned earlier, I will use the fat of the bacon to fry the bacon instead of oil. Once the bacon is golden in colour, we flip it over. Once the second side is golden in colour, we will take it out of the pan and place it onto a plate. Boil water and pour the vinegar into a saucepan and wait for approximately 1 minute. Begin to break 1 egg at a time. Until one side of the egg is hard, you then flip it over. Until the first one looks harder and more concentrated, we start to break the second one. Use the spatula to flip them over to make sure both sides are properly cooked. We need to make sure the egg yolk is still runny. When the egg white appears firm, use the spatula to take the egg out one at a time carefully. We want to make sure the eggs are kept dry, so make sure you don't pick up the water with the eggs. Now with the mushroom, we begin by removing the stem because we will not be requiring that. We clean the mushroom by peeling off the skin. We place a mushroom on a hot pan, which we just used to melt the bacon. Once it's a nice golden colour, we flip the mushroom over. Once the mushroom's cooked, we place it on the serving plate. We therefore place the bacon on a mushroom as a second layer. Then the poached egg is placed on top. For the Hollandaise sauce, we require 1 egg yolk, a little bit of freshly squeezed lemon juice. This is the butter. The butter should be melted in the pan with a very low heat to make sure that the butter does not burn. We place the bowl with the egg and lemon on top of the boiling water pan. We need to use the heat from the hot water, like steam, to make the sauce. We now commence to whisk the egg carefully. We need to increase the speed of the whisking, making sure the egg does not turn out scrambled. Now we pour the melted butter into the mix. We now remove the bowl out of the boiling water pan. We continue to whisk while it's still hot. Finally, the sauce needs to be this thick. We now carefully place the sauce on top of the eggs. We have now completed our dish of poached eggs with bacon and Hollandaise sauce.